everyone, just getting things set up. I'll be there in a minute. Just getting some music going and that. Okay, that's that. Okay, got it? Okay, done. Now we can get started. Let's just shift this. Hi Emma. Just got to switch things over. Sorry, everything's kind of in the way. Got to move things, switch things. Mute that. Sorry, got repeats in the background because I got the other thing on and I was checking to see that it was live. Okay, what am I doing? Everything's going. I'm just going to shut those up there. They're all going to mess up, but me. Got to shift sorting and everything. I'm all over the place. It's been weeks since I've done this and now I'm all over the place. Okay, so get those there. Okay, shift that, shift that. Okay, now. You would think it would be so hard to get set up for a live stream. Okay. These over here. Excuse me, I've got a lot more setting up to do than I thought. Still got to get the time lapse started yet too, but we'll get there. Okay, so get this here. Okay. Sit those up there and then put them over. Hee. Oops, all over the place. Okay. Oh well, it's gonna have to do. Okay. I'm coming. Sort of thought I was organised with the puzzle pieces, but it turns out that I'm not as organised as I thought so. Because it turns out that I had messed up with some of the greens being in with the yellows, so now I have to resort the yellows and the greens out, and yeah, turned into a bigger thing than I thought. I thought I was organised. Nope. Sometimes when you think you've got something organised, it just doesn't work out as organised as you think it does. So now I've got to try and get all these colours out because I didn't have the right greens for the area that I decided to start with. So get these going here. So once I get some of these greens out and that, then I can continue with the other greens and that. But I tend to usually do multiple sorts anyway. So that's what's happening here. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. There's those. How long does it take to set up with the pieces? Took me quite a while. A lot of the pieces with the sorting I did via watching movies and stuff, but then the rest, like having to resort these tubs, that's all separate sorting on top of that. And then there's yeah, so it takes quite a while because I find I tend to end up doing multiple sorts through the whole thing. I thought I had it roughly organised, but wasn't as organised for what I wanted to do as I did, because I wanted to get down the greens first, then I wanted to do like the yellows and blues and sort of work towards the centre of the puzzle with it as I did it, so that I've got space on either side if I need to do sorting of different colours. Unknown caller. Oh. Sorry, I'm not answering that. Wrong time. But then, then I basically, yeah, I wanted to be able to have space on either side with the greens. So then when I got to the brighter centre colours, if I needed to sort brighter colours, I could sort them over those colours. But it turned out I've sorted colours that I need for some of the edge pieces into other areas and so on and so forth. So hasn't worked out quite as smart as I thought my plan would. So, yeah, I had to do a lot of resorting, shall we say. And so I'm trying to get all the greens out of the yellows, and I know I've got some greens in with the blues as well, so I'm going to have to go through the blues as well. So, which reminds me I better get that tub down too. So I've got greeny colours in with the blues as well, so yes. I did a little bit of a boo-boo with the sorting this time. Shifting my foot and ankle table out of the way. But yes, sorting is boring, but I found watching movies seemed to help with not being quite as bored whilst doing the sorting. I did. Yeah, oh that's right, I've still got to start the time-lapse thing, don't I? But yes. So let's change the Wi-Fi to GoPro. And yes, I'm trying to do many things at once. Okay. Control my GoPro. Check where it's situated. Yep, it's fine. Start that. Time-lapse is started. Book can sit there out of the way. Can go there for a minute. But yes. So I hope dialysis goes well for you too, Emma. Takes a lot longer than you think to try and get things set up with these. It does. yes, I don't think I'm quite as organised as it might seem. And I'm still not even getting all the pieces sorted in the right spots, so yeah, I'm just going to play it by ear and have rough approximations with some of the others. Yeah, you would. You would. I had a GP appointment today for my stuff. I was told I'm going to need to watch my weight with mine because otherwise it'll affect my joints and stuff later on. So it's like, okay, wasn't being, because apparently I've gained 7 centimeters or something on my hips, and so she's like, you need to watch your weight because it'll really affect your joints and your condition. So it's like, and I've got to cut back to 6 small meals a day, which is kind of going to be hard. It's like, need to do it, but it's at the same time, it's like, I'm going to start that one tomorrow. Because it's like, yeah, fun. But it's going to take a bit adjusting to that because typically I've been either having periods where it's like I'm starving hungry and I'll go and pig out and eat a whole heap, or I go and then have periods where I'm not feeling hungry because I feel nauseated and stuff, and yeah. So the GP's basically told me that I'm going to need to watch my weight because if I put on too much weight it'll put issues and stuff on my joints, which is not what I need with the way things currently are with my joints. So fun times. Not, but I can kind of see a point because I don't really want to end up doing something more to my joints. Like I found out this is my hand and wrist is, the physio's thinking that it's the ECU tendon subluxing in it. And yeah, fun. Not. But it is what it is. Lucky you. I was at one point, I was just losing weight because I could only eat once a day and that sort of thing. And it's like now because I've got drops that help my nausea stuff, which I show. I've been working also on a blog thing, but I take these. I don't know if you have them in London, but I take these natural Iberogast drops. And they're for helping with nausea and stomach issues and that, and stomach pain. And that's the only way that I was able to start eating again. But now I've been told to cut the meal sizes back to 6 small meals a day to try and help with managing that, and to watch my weight, or else it could really affect my joints. So fun. It's like she said, part of the weight was on there, but it's like, yeah. But yeah, so it's kind of like, fun. Which is going to be difficult getting used to smaller meals because sometimes I still feel hungry, like I just haven't had enough. But guess you have to do what you have to do in the end. Hey Sandra. Yeah, thanks, it's good. And thank you for enjoying my haul videos. Unfortunately, like I've nearly got all the pre-orders in now. I'm going to have one more haul video. I'm going to have some more haul videos in the future, but once those are done, I'm going to be working a lot more on what I have, because as you've seen by the haul videos, I've got quite a lot in my collection. I know. But yeah. Welcome to the stream anyway, Sandra. It's good to see you here. I always like seeing new people on the stream. It's awesome. Okay, sorry, Emma. For some reason I thought you're London. My brain's fried. It's obviously not working properly. Obviously not. But yeah. I was taking anti-nausea stuff and that when I had to have pain meds and stuff after my last surgery, but let's just say my stomach and body really doesn't like them very much, so I kind of now try to take the natural stuff when I can, because my body just doesn't like all the meds, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, Yorkshire. Well, it's still the UK, so I guess I was kind of on track, but not totally on track. It's what happens when you go through feeling unwell for quite a while. You sort of forget things. I've noticed my brain hasn't been remembering a lot of things lately because I just don't seem to take it all in when I just don't feel well. Okay, there's nothing wrong with... Okay, that's fair enough. It's just... Is it just the just the dialysis and the kidney stuff that's causing your stomach to be upset, is it? I'm assuming? Or I'm guessing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it would be 1 a.m. there. That's the problem with I've noticed with being Australia or not. If I stream when I'm sort of not feeling well, when it's early hours of the morning, I get a lot more people viewing than if I stream, say, like late afternoon Australian time. I find I don't always get so many viewers because a lot of the time here in Australia is completely different to times in other countries. So it's kind of an awkward kind of situation, I guess, in the fact that a lot of people, it's their sleeping hours when I'm streaming. But yeah, I'm glad you have a lot of puzzles yourself too. It's always good to have some puzzles. I've got so many large scale puzzles though, it's not funny. My mum and everyone rolls their eyes at how many large scale puzzles I have because they're taking up so much space in my house currently. I need to save to get a proper puzzle room and stuff, which is the goal eventually. The eventual goal. Something to work towards. Yeah, that makes sense with dialysis, Emma. The toxins building up. Sorry, I should probably be reading these comments out. I'm not even thinking, I'm just responding, but hopefully the chat will remain in the video if I don't edit it. I've found if you edit it after you finish streaming, the chat will actually vanish per se, so people can't see what people have been talking or asking, that sort of thing. But if you don't edit the chat after, it seems to keep the chat there for other people to view and see. So, but I'll try and start reading out people's comments from now on so that people can actually know exactly which comments are coming out or which comments are being asked or said in case it doesn't keep them. Because I remembered after I started streaming to change the puzzle name and so I'm hoping that won't affect comments showing up per se. Oh, you bought the magical deer puzzle from Ravensburger? Nice, Emma. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, I haven't got to it yet. Way too many puzzles, but I definitely intend on getting to it eventually. As for exactly when eventually, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I've got a whole heap of sorted pieces and stuff. I've got a 4,000 piece sorted over there. I've got this one to do. And then I've got to get back to making Mickey Magic 40,320 and the Heavenly Sunset one. So I've got a lot to go. I do. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy the magical deer one. It looks awesome. It really does. I wasn't expecting to start this stream doing a whole heap of puzzle sorting. But that's kind of my fault for mis-sorting things in the first place. It's what happens, unfortunately. Yeah, I am busy. I've also started on the tutorial one for part 2 of this one, like you were interested in, Emma, and another person I know was interested in. And I've also started on just a general kind of vlog kind of thing, showing a bit with my reading and all of that stuff too. So I got a little bit done today, but yeah, I kind of still got home help a lot of days of the week, and so I don't always get a lot of things, and then if I'm not feeling well, I don't get to it. And so yeah, it's all about sort of trying to get as best as I can so that I can do little bits of things that I enjoy or love. Just sometimes takes a bit of energy or effort to do so. But yes, I guess you could say I'm busy at times. This is why it takes me a lot longer with my sorting though, because I'll spend a lot longer trying to go through and sort things a little more organised so that I can do them a little easier and get it put together a little easier when I do it. But it is a whole heap, quite a bit of extra work doing it this way, but I find it works out in the end. I thought I had it sorted properly though, but obviously I didn't because I started trying to put pieces together here. So, yeah. Yeah, I've also got reading stuff as well that I'm working on with one of those vlogs. And yeah, I'm going to put a recipe in the just general vlog thing of my smoked salmon salad that I do for that stuff. Just because, well, yeah, why not? But yeah, so I just try to do general sort of vlogs around because I also review for reading book publishers, so yeah, I'm trying to get back to being able to do those, and that as well as a whole heap I want to get back to. I want to get back to my art and colouring stuff too, and it's all about getting this thing a lot better, so yeah, I've got quite a long way to go, as my physio says, but I've got to work on it. I've also got a trip booked in for, hopefully COVID won't interrupt it, but to go to Darwin basically in November to do storm photography, and I'm going to vlog that down there too and try to upload vlogs of my trip down in Darwin. I'm going to go down to Darwin for 15 days, photograph storms, hopefully be able to do some interesting things or unique things. It's going to be in the wet season, obviously, because Darwin's got wet and dry season, but I'm excited for it. It'll be good, so. Yeah, a lot going on that I've got to, I guess, basically, a lot to encourage me to keep working towards my goals of getting better and achieving these things so that I can do these things in life. It is. But yeah, so I'm just really hoping at the moment Northern Territory and Melbourne is free to access between our states because we're both basically free of COVID. But New South Wales has a huge outbreak, Queensland has an outbreak. And so, yeah, it's all hoping it doesn't get away into here again. Fingers crossed. Yeah, that's good. You've got kitchen machinery to help me. I'm hoping, I've also got in October, I've got an appointment with a rheumatologist to try and get an official diagnosis with this Ehlers-Danlos syndrome thing. So hopefully then I can apply for some home modifications that I need to be able to be as independent as I can be here at home without needing so much help from other people kind of thing. Because eventually, another reason why I'd like to get on top of my health more is because eventually I would like to be able to have kids and do that sort of stuff, and so I sort of want to be able to obviously look after the kids and stuff when it comes to it. And yeah, I've got a lot of work to achieve all these things, but just time, I guess. Thank you, Sandra. I hope I enjoy myself too. One day what I really want to do is to be able to come to America and go to Walt Disney World. That's one of my dream destinations, is to visit Disney, but I doubt that'll be happening anytime soon because Australia is completely locked down to overseas, and going overseas means it's highly likely you won't get back again. Currently is the way it stands. So it's like, yeah, they didn't do that very well, but they did it because they didn't want COVID coming in from other places, and now they've limited people that want to come home from being able to come home, and it's a whole kerfuffle here. Pretty much. I kind of think it's sad in some ways that people can't come home because of all this stuff, but yeah. We're basically being pretty tightly locked down. Anytime Victoria has the slightest sniffle of COVID, lockdown. But at least better safe than sorry. Hi Laura, welcome to the channel from Finland. Yes, it is ridiculous, Emma. Yeah, completely ridiculous, but not really a lot we can do about it. There's also people out protesting all the time, which is then spreading it further, which is why Sydney's still getting so many cases, and yeah, it's all just like, when is it all going to end and we can go back to as normal as possible? Hi Laura. Do you think you'll ever try over 3,000 pieces, Sandra? Just curious. Boy, I really, really badly sorted these. I have found so many different shades of greens in here. I did not expect that this would be starting out with a sorting marathon. How's the puzzle? Hi, King James. Shall we say it's fun, but it's more of a challenge than I realised it would be. I've started working on a part 2 vlog kind of thing, which to do with how I'm sort of proceeding with it and giving my opinion and thoughts on it. But it is kind of harder than I realised it would be, particularly since I completely sorted things into the wrong piles, the wrong situation, the wrong things. So that's made it harder. Like, I've started connecting some pieces here, but it's probably got a decent bit cut off here because of the fact, well, it's got a bit of the edge cut off just because of the fact that it's pretty much, a lot of it is, well, I've got the camera as spread out as I can, but it's just off the camera screen. What was I saying? Ugh, I got confused. Sorry. But it's fun, but it's definitely more of a challenge than I sort of realised it would be. So it's kind of like getting my mind wrapped around it, resorting some of the puzzle pieces because I wanted to start either side edges with the greens. And currently, and I know there is going to be part of the greens cut off that I work on with the live streams and that too, just because of where I've had to situate the camera and I didn't have anywhere else for it. If I'd been able to place it a bit further back, probably would have been okay, but unfortunately I didn't have that area to do that. So, but yeah, pretty much harder than I thought, but I think it's going to be easy enough once I start getting bits together, but I just need to have things sorted right to be able to get things together properly, because that's one thing that I've noticed is the colours. I can sort of tell from the colours because, well, I just automatically gravitate towards colours, so I can sort of tell those bits, but it's about having the colours sorted right with this one to be able to do it properly and to be able to get them together easy, which currently I've mis-sorted things because I've got greens in the yellows, greens in the blues, greens in the blah, 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 blah. So it's about getting everything sort of organised in the right spots so that I can go and put the colour sections together as I want to in the way that works best. Which is currently not so possible because I messed it up. Which is why I'm sitting here sorting on the live stream when that wasn't what I was intending on doing with this live stream. So yeah. Yeah, this is the one that I got sent, Emma, from Clemens Habicht. It's a review puzzle. I got sent it in exchange for review. But yeah, it was made because people were saying the 1,000 piece was too easy. I don't have the 1,000 piece, but people basically said, oh, the 1,000 piece is too easy. So they did a 5,000 piece gradient to make it more of a challenge for people. And I'm definitely noticing that it's more of a challenge. I've done a 1,000 gradient in a different brand, and that wasn't nearly as challenging as, shall we say, this one is. So I'm finding it's a lot more doing sorting pieces, sorting colours, doing all of that right so that you can actually start putting it together correctly. And as of currently, I haven't been the most successful, but I'm trying to sort of get things as organised as I can whilst I do it. So just something to work on and learn over time. So I've always been into puzzles but got away from it for a while. It's so relaxing. Between you and Maxine, I've gotten excited about it again. Oh, that's awesome, Sandra. I'm so happy that I could get you excited about them again. They're definitely an awesome hobby to do and definitely fun. But yeah, they can be a challenge. They can frustrate you. They can make you want to throw a brick through something at times. But in the end, we always succeed, we always get there, we never give up. Well, at least I never try. I try to never give up, but sometimes I feel tempted. I'll be honest. But yeah, I'm glad that I could help get you excited again. COVID thing and situation is bad again here in Finland. Oh, that's no good, Laura. That would be a bummer. So do you think you're going to go back into lockdown or something? Or what do you think they're going to do about it? Just out of interest, I'm just curious. I don't know if you remember, but last week I asked you where you got your 24K life puzzle, since I wanted one. I ended up buying one and it got here today. That's awesome, King James. I'm so happy for you. I'm not sure about doing gradient. Not sure if I would enjoy it. Yeah, it's very much person by person basis with the gradient puzzles, Emma, I find. Like, sometimes I enjoy gradient puzzle, but a lot of the time, but there's times where they really drive me up the wall, shall we say, and I just don't feel like them. So for me, I guess because I'm doing the live streaming and stuff, I like to have a range of things for different people to view or see or look at. But I find it's very much based on my mood as to if I can actually handle doing a gradient puzzle or whether I'm doing a different type of puzzle or what. It's all very much based on my mood, and I find I like to have a range of things for that reason. But it doesn't mean that sometimes you don't just want to throw the towel in and do that. Like the last colour changing gradient puzzle I did, it took me 1.5 months to do because I had periods where I just didn't work on it for a couple of weeks because, let's just say, I got very frustrated by the colour changing puzzle. But I achieved it in the end and it felt amazing to achieve it. And I didn't give up, but at the same time, there were so many times that I did just want to give up on that puzzle just because it was so hard. So it's very much basis by basis experience, but I like to also have a range of things to work on, as I said, based on my mood, but also since I'm doing this YouTube channel, I like to have a range of things for other people to watch and view and see and that anyway as well. So it's awesome to be able to have that range to share with others as well. But yeah, it is very much based on mood as to if I'm able to handle certain puzzles or whether I just leave them for a while or all of that. And gradient puzzles can be hard, particularly the colour changing one I did, but I'm finding this one's very much needing to be particular with the sorting sort of thing. Like, I'm sure there'll be more sorting from those yellow tones eventually too, to be able to start putting it together, because there is just so many of the same sort of colour. I am not sure when I'll start it, but I got it. Yeah, I know the feeling, King James. I've got so many big puzzles on my list, as you know from my hauls. So it's like, I have no idea when I'll get to them all. I'll get there eventually, but just not right this minute because I've got so many on my list of ones to do. So it's kind of very much a get there when I get there kind of thing. So and yeah, I just try and work around how my health is feeling and that as to if I do things as well or not. So yeah, it's very much a day-by-day basis for me, I find, as to what I can and can't do. But yeah, you can only do your best and just take your time at it and enjoy it and make the most of it. You get there eventually with it all, even if it makes you want to throw in the towel at times. At least that's my experience anyway. And I have no idea. I'm still putting a lot of these colours in the wrong thing because they're so close with the colour gradients. Eh. Oh well, do the best you can. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, it's doing your best. I've probably got over 400,000 K puzzle pieces in total to complete because I'm pretty certain, as a guesstimate, I've got, shall we say, over 300 puzzles on my to-do pile, and there's quite a few extremely large puzzles in those. So yeah. If anyone wants to go back over all my past hauls and count up the number, you can, but I'm scared to count the exact amount because it's like, okay, how am I ever going to get to all of those? But that's kind of why I've stopped buying so many now, and once all these pre-orders come in, I'll just be working on what I've got so that I can try and whittle through some of them. So I kind of feel I need to do that to start enjoying what I've got. Doesn't mean there might not be the odd haul with the odd few puzzles, but I'm basically trying to stop buying more as much as possible so that I can focus on enjoying what I've got for now. Because I've got so many. So many large puzzles, so many this, so many that. It's just, yeah, wow. But yes, I'll get there eventually. Yeah, I've got the full 12 villainous set too online. I think, well, you've probably seen that, but yeah, I think I'm predicting they're probably going to be releasing Cruella and Gaston, at least as some of the villainous set in the near future, because they've released recently in the villainous board games, they've released Cruella de Vil and Gaston at least. So I'm predicting we're probably going to have more additions to the villainous set in the near future. I am. At least that's just my predictions anyway. Nice, you also got the 13,200 Disney Clementine. Nice. You're definitely going to be busy. You're definitely going to be busy. So, let's just shift. I don't know if these are part of those ones, but I don't know what's what. I've got to work all of these out and try putting them down here in piles. I'm going to have so many, just, yeah. Put these in piles. And my table is going to become a bombshell again, probably, because it's going to become a mess with everything that I'm trying to work between. I am pretty darn certain. Okay. So much for organisation. Just need to shove all of those up there, all of those up there. I am really disorganised right now. I did not expect, that's one thing that I'm finding with this one, unlike the pieces with the images, which you can actually sort of roughly tell and predict by having them sort of in the same pile, this colour one is very much different to that. I'm finding I really, really have to sort it correctly to be able to start putting them together properly because, yeah, it's just not being the nicest to me. Just need to get the lid for that one and pack it away for a minute because I'm going to get the blue ones out and get the greens out of the blue. those done. Hello Vanessa, welcome to the channel. It's good to see you here. It is good to see you here. Okay, now we've got more sorting. Don't mind me, sorting is one of my least favourite things to do with puzzles, and this one's making me do more sorting than usual early on. Don't lose them on the ground. Now I've got to go through the blue and find all the greens out of the blue. And how am I going to sort these into... Oh, that might work. Try and have a couple of puzzle tubs here for the greens, at least. This was not how I was expecting to start the stream. Sorry everyone, you have to put up with me sorting everything. I think I'm basically going to probably throw the greens in one area. I don't know. I'm confused. I really badly sorted these. And it's hard with some of these darker colours too to tell exactly what is blue, what is green. Same for some of the light areas up the top. It's hard to tell exactly what's blue, what's green. It's very much testing my brain's colour capacity with it all. There might be some purples in the blues, I don't know. But yes, very much tries to twist your mind as to what goes where. Nice with working on getting the villainous set, Sandra. You had to watch my hold to write them all down. Nice. But yeah, there's quite a few. I was surprised when I found that many myself, but I was happy that I managed to bag them all. I hope you managed to get them and you're successful in your endeavours. I really do. Okay, get these done. The most fun bit's putting the puzzle together. Sorting puzzle pieces. But it has to be done. Because it makes it a lot easier in the long run. Have I put, is that, I have no idea if that's a green or a blue. We'll take a guess for now. See, this is the thing with this gradient puzzle that I'm finding, is it's very much a pick and guess as to which colour is which with the shades. It's very sort of confusing because of the CMYK gradient variant of it, which I guess is why they did it, to throw us a challenge because people reckon the 1000 piece was too easy. So they definitely put that challenge out there. Laugh out loud, I did the same. When I added them to the wish list, I went to your videos and counted to make sure I had them all on the wish list. Nice, King James. And there's 12, Emma. There's 12 as of now. but I'm predicting they're probably going to release at least Cruella and Gaston soon, but I'm assuming they're probably waiting till they've got 6 in the new set before they go adding them, because I've noticed they tend to release them in lots of 6, so because I know they've just recently with the board games they've released Gaston and Cruella in the board games, so I'm assuming they're starting to add more and then they'll release more in the puzzles. That's my assumption anyway. It is. Yeah, there is a 2000, but yeah, I wasn't keen on that one either because that was just the cards from the actual villainous game. So I decided to skip the 2000 piece one and just go for the 1000 piece ones in the collection instead, but that was just me personally. Yeah. So what's everyone's favourite part of doing the puzzle, can I ask? Sorting, putting the puzzle together, or the very end? Me, it's or the achievement as you're doing the puzzle. For me, it's probably the achievement as I'm doing the puzzle and the end. The sorting bit for me is one of the things that I find very monotonous, and I tend to mess up a lot because of the fact that I get very distracted and bored, and so yeah, my brain just will start putting things in the wrong spot, thinking that's the right colour puzzle spot, and it's not. And I put some of these greens in here thinking that they were like bluey greens, but I've discovered some of them I actually need whilst I'm working the others because I've also got them in the greens, so yeah. I think that's a purple piece. That's what happens, your brain plays tricks on you. Yeah. Don't blame me for disliking sorting. Yeah, putting them together. Putting them together. I like taking puzzles apart. I don't know why. Probably because it gets the frustration out, King James. That's probably why you like taking them apart. But yeah, probably putting them together is my favourite part. Sorting for me, it's like, do I have to sort again? Which is what I'm finding with this one. It needs so much more sorting than I was expecting. And it's definitely more of a challenge after I tip the pieces out and I was looking at this. It's like, oh my gosh, what have I gotten myself into? Holy crud. But yeah. Same time, once I start a puzzle, I refuse to give up, even if it takes me ages to do it. And part of that is the motivation and how difficult it is, how I'm feeling, all of that. So. Yeah, don't blame me for not liking the sorting, Vanessa. Don't blame me at all. I've started doing a lot of my sorting whilst watching movies or something different like that. Obviously you can't while you're live streaming, but yeah. Just do the best we can. Some of these I don't know if they're greens or they're blues. Yep, sorting's very boring, Emma. Can't agree with you more about that. I can't. Sorting is very, very boring in my opinion. Which is why I wasn't expecting this video to end up being all sorting at the beginning. Send it up that way because things weren't going together like I hoped they would. So, just got to do what you have to do, I guess, in the end, as much as you might not want to. I cannot tell if some of these are greens or blues. I have no idea. I cannot. The Ravensburger treasures from the Vault collection probably won't be for now, just because of the fact that I've pretty much, shall we say, I'm at a point where it's like with bills, medical appointments, all of that, I can't really afford to buy any more right at this point in time, unfortunately, much as I'd like them. Unfortunately, I just don't think it's viable in my current situation because I've had to apply for utility grants and all of that sort of stuff lately because of my health stuff and using the power a lot more and the electricity or the heating / aircon more. And yeah, so basically I've just got what puzzle things are yet to come, and then yeah, right now I just can't afford to get any others, unfortunately, as much as I'd like them. It's just currently I don't see it happening just because of just my current circumstances, because I've got to see a rheumatologist in October and that's not cheap, and then there's all the medical sort of stuff, and yeah, it's just a lot of money with things going on things at the moment, but it's what life throws at you. So I'm more focusing on doing what I've got, and then when I get in what pre-orders I've got left to come in, I'll haul those. But yeah, just doing the best I can with what I've currently got. Yeah, they can, particularly when you've got a whole heap of large puzzles, even though I got them on special and sales and discounts and stuff. Because I know in my pre-orders I've still got a 33,600 piece puzzle to come yet, from the Ajuka wildlife puzzle. So yeah, we've still got a bit to come yet, and still got some others. I don't know what is happening with the mail service here in Australia at the moment, but for some reason, one of the puzzles I got recently, it was in Melbourne, and then for some reason it was sent to South Australia, and it's like, hang on, I'm in Victoria, why has it gone to South Australia and not come here to me? I don't get it. Yeah, the wildlife one's cool. Nice Vanessa with having the wildlife puzzle. That's awesome. Happy for you. I've also got the 24,000, and if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it in the background here, I've also got the 42,000 there, and I've got the two Ravensburger Disney, Mickey and Memorable Moments 40,320 in my collections too. So yeah, I've got quite a bit, shall we say. But I look forward to getting to all of them with time. It'll be great. It will. I have no idea if some of these are greens or blues. I keep saying that, but I'm really getting confused between the colours. Yeah, the Ajuka 33,600. Yeah, that's awesome. I really like that one, but yeah, I got quite a few, but I'm thinking what I'm going to do for these videos is I'm actually going to span them out over time with what I do when I do it between like smaller ones and larger ones. But obviously I really, right now, I've got the 4,000 piece that I've got to finish, but I really, because it only had a 2-year guarantee or warranty on it, on the replacement pieces, so I've got that one there sorted, ready to go from Tomax. I think it is. But I really want to get back to the 18,000 piece one that I'm working on and the Mickey 40,320, but it's all just time and patience, and obviously review puzzles come before my own personal puzzles, so that's why I started this one too. Yes, let's just say I've got a lot of puzzles and a lot to do, but I'm going to be spacing out the larger ones because I've got 4 18,000 piece ones as well. Yeah, I have no idea exactly how many I've got. I've got 3 13,200 pieces. I got some 9,000 piece ones. Yeah, the 24,000 piece life I've also got. Yeah, let's just say I've got a lot of puzzles and a lot of puzzle pieces to do over time, but I'm kind of thinking I'm probably going to space them out between the larger ones and smaller ones over time, just because of the fact that, well, yes, for my sanity, I guess you could say. Don't really want to lose my cool online. Don't really want to. Where do I store the half done ones? Right now I've got like 8 puzzle boxes. Some I'll probably store, like the 18,000, I'm probably going to store that back in the 18,000 puzzle piece box with paper stuff between it. Like with the Mickey one, I've started storing them in like little cardboard boxes that some puzzles came in, but I didn't end up with enough to cover those ones. So I've only got 8 of those. So I'm kind of going to have to play it by ear and work it out, and then once all is said and done, then there's going to be the thing of working out where exactly I can put the whole thing together, because right now I'm doing it, obviously I've got a puzzle table set up and that, but I don't have the space to put it all together in my house, so I'm going to have to work that out after I get them together. So yeah, that's going to be a unique challenge, shall we say. When I get home, I'll spend the day puzzling. That sounds awesome, Emma. I want the 42K one too. Yeah. I definitely think that one's going to be a challenge with the sorting things too, King James, with the 42K one, just because there is so many different buildings, so many features, so many landscapes. Like, I think it'll go together easy enough once you get it together. But the sorting and by different puzzle pieces and all of that, I think that's going to take a little bit of time with that. With the 42K one, I think it is. I might go back and count all the total puzzle count for you someday. It would be fun to do. Yeah, I'd be interested to know that for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely curious as to exactly how many I've got, but I'm kind of scared at the same time, shall we say. It's like, do I really want to know exactly how many I've got in my collection? Yes, I do, but at the same time, it's like, that is a scary thought as to just how many I've got, considering I've got puzzles over 3 rooms in my house here. I do. Over 3 rooms. But yes. We'll get there one day though with them all. But I'm never not going to have content for puzzles on the channel anyway, because I've got so many. And the good thing is too about some of the large ones that I have gotten, like I know the astrology one's recently been taken out of print with the 9,000 piece astrology puzzle. So it's like I'm lucky to have that one. There's also meant to be a new 9,000 piece Ravensburger coming up sometime later this year that's based around, it's called Magical Dragons, WT Magical Dragons. or Dragon's Magical Forest or something like that. So it's based around unassuming dragons and that. So that's one of my pre-orders too, because some of the pre-orders, I was able to change that one because some of the pre-orders that I had from many months ago were no longer able to be gotten in at all or whatever. So I actually changed some of my pre-orders based on that to some others, just because of the fact that those were no longer available. But yeah, I'll just be a minute. I'll go and quickly grab. I've got at least 3. I was waiting on some more to turn up, new puzzles that I can show you. So I'll just quickly go and grab those and then I'll be back. I will quickly go and grab those to show you. And it allows me to get up and stretch briefly when I need to, because I need to have a bit of a stretch for a minute. And I need to turn the heating down slightly too, because it's getting quite warm in here. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, got it. Got the heating turned down. I'll be back in a minute. Let's get go. Okay. So. Okay. Got them. I'm back. Where do I order them? Many different places here in Australia. It very much varies. So I've got places like Frontline Hobbies. I have ordered some from Amazon, but most of the ones from Amazon have come damaged. Like one, I ended up getting a complete replacement and to keep the puzzle because Amazon didn't package and protect it at all. So I've just left the door open there for a bit. But yeah, I pretty much order them from a random amount, different places. Like I found some that's like a discount toy store or whatever that offers some of the puzzles discounted, and eBay. I've used eBay quite a bit, and yeah, it very much varies as to where I get them from based on the thing. I'm not being so picky with the separating these ones this time, just because I want to get the green out and get on with it. But yeah, they come from a lot of different places. They do. But yeah, so I'll show you some of these new ones that I've got here anyway. The thing is, some of these, oops, I put these on wrong with the box lid. But some of these puzzles have actually gotten a bit damaged by the way Amazon shipped them and stuff like that. And when I pulled it off, they sort of tore a bit, or some got a bit damaged. So kind of a bummer with the way Amazon ships them. But I've got a couple here. I don't know if you can see them, but this one is from Grateful House, and it's a limited edition puzzle. So I don't know if you can see the back there, but it's like it's called a carousel or something. But it's a limited edition puzzle with like a hippo, and like you got the underwater carousel with the seahorses and all of that. And it's done by the artist Dolk, I think it is, from Valencia. I've also got, oh, that one's called Carousel, yeah. I didn't get all 3 of the limited edition ones just because lack of funds. But this one is called Welcome Back, and it's a pretty sort of tiger one. It's actually not showing the full image on the box, but this is like it's also by Dolk, and it's a limited edition puzzle. So basically once they're done, they're gone. So I thought these were cute little fantasy sort of images. And The other one I got, and this one did come quite dinged up, thanks to the way it was shipped, even though it was in a box, it still came dinged up, is this 4,000 piece Ajuka with a whole heap of ladies in kimonos, pretty much. So I'm guessing it's based on the different seasons. I'm not totally sure, but I'm thinking it's like autumn, summer. I'm not totally sure, but I'm assuming it's based on the seasons. So I think like winter and summer or something, but I'm not quite sure. But yeah, that's pretty much the ones that I've gotten. I hope you can see those anyway, but they're ones that I've got for a future haul, but I haven't done it yet because I was hoping to receive a few more before I haul them, kind of thing. So yeah, there's some of the others that I've added recently to my collection anyway. Oh, that bit of a cool breeze is nice. It is. Oh, it's changed it to aircon. That's why it's cool. Whoops! Hang on, just give me a minute. Hello, boo-boo. Hello, boo-boo. You're a good girl. Good girl, hey, yo. You're a good girl. Hang on, I know you want your food. I'll give it to you in a minute. But yeah, so just change the aircon back to heating. I think the batteries are dying, so it's going to need the batteries changing, because the last time I had one that started doing that, it ended up needing the batteries changing. Did. But yeah. But yes, very happy with what I do have anyway. I'm not sorting through all the different colours here, I'm just more trying to get the greens out. I think I said that. But yes. I'm predicting there's going to be a lot more sorting before I get this one finished though. But I think next time I'll probably try and do a lot of that sorting off camera. I will. So I'm pretty certain I got some purples in here as well. So I go through it now. But yes, that's just a bit of a sneak peek of some of the ones that I've got for future hauls. Those 3 of the ones that I've got for a future haul anyway. When I get to it. At least I'm nearly through these blues now, then hopefully I can start assembling this green puzzle. yes, if anyone has any questions or anything they want to ask, feel free. I'll do my best to answer them. Oh, I always get so excited as I get towards the end of the sorting bits, but I've still got a lot more sorting bits to go in the future. This side, but that's the life of a puzzler. Hello, Lils. Lils is trying to entertain me, my puppy dog is. She's a cutie. Cutie patootie, aren't you, Lils? What's the hardest? You mean out of the puzzles I've done so far? Or out of puzzles that I have to do that I think will be the hardest? Can I ask? Puzzles I've done, that would be the color changing gradient puzzle, which was extremely hard because the colors kept changing, shall we say. So anytime I would try to look at it one way, I spent a lot of time doing this when I was doing the color changing gradient puzzle, a lot of time sorting, and it took me a month and a half to do a 1,000 piece puzzle because of the color changing gradient effect and all of that. So that would be the hardest I've ever done out of the puzzles I've done. What's my favorite puzzle? That's a tough one because I like all of them. You have to throw a tough one. It's the same with books. People ask me, what's my favorite book series, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, I like all of them kind of thing. So that's a very hard question to answer because it's like I'm really sort of not sure what's my favorite because I've enjoyed all of the puzzles that I've done. Yeah, that's definitely a tough one. I'll have to think about that more because right now it's like I've liked everything that I've done, even though some have been really hard. The achievement factor at the end has been really good, and so it's like, yeah, I'm not totally sure right this minute. Yeah, you had to throw a hard question in the works, Vanessa, didn't you? Should have expected that sometime. Would you believe no one's actually asked me that one yet? No one's actually asked me what my hardest puzzle is yet. And there goes the phone. I'll just have to quickly grab that and I'll be back in a minute. Sorry. Back in a minute. It was a telemarketer, would you believe? They've been trying to hassle me all day, telemarketers have. Yeah. Glad to see I'm not the only one that loves all of them. That's a good thing, Sandra. At least I'm not alone in that pile. I'm just concerned what happens if one day all my puzzles collapse and I get stuck under them. That might be a bit of a tricky situation. Might be. Come here, bear boy. I'm gonna have puzzle dust all over his fur. This is my lucky bear. This is Prince. Yes. No, don't let that happen. We need you all better. Yeah. If you want puzzle content, you do. Otherwise, no puzzle content. No, they reckon that this is a ECU tendon. My ECU tendon is subluxing, so I've got 5 weeks, then possibly 3 or 4 more in this brace to try and let that happen, because I'm hoping to avoid yet another surgery, because I've had, between both ankles, I've had 6 surgeries there, and I seem to get worse with my health after each surgery, and because of the way the anaesthetics and everything affect me, it's like, oh, I'm just really hoping this will work, because I really don't want to be unwell for who knows how long yet again, kind of thing. I'm so sick and tired of feeling unwell all the time. I just really want to get better as much as possible. I do, because I miss my YouTube. I miss all of that stuff when I'm not doing it. So, yeah, my goals are definitely to get a lot better. Okay, phew. That bit's done, because I didn't go as specific with the sorting as I did with the yellowies colours, but done that. Now here's our bluey greeny sort of tones. So I think I'm still going to start with the bright greens. Then all the puzzle pieces would be mixed together. How do you mean all the puzzle pieces would be mixed together? Oh, you mean if they all tipped over? Yeah, unfortunately I sealed them back in the plastic bags. Yeah, I store mine back in the original bag and tape it down in the box, so then I know that puzzle's complete when I get back to it next time. Pretty much. Now I've got to go through and pull out all these bright greeny bits out of these ones. But yeah, I wouldn't want them all mixed together. That would make it a mighty hard. It would be like a 300,000 piece puzzle challenge. That probably wouldn't be the most fun, shall we admit? Probably wouldn't be. There, boy. But yeah, Ziploc bags are another way of doing it, I'm sure. Another clever way of doing it. Okay, now. Whose idea was it to get so many puzzle pieces out on the table at the one time? Mine, I know, but yeah. Okay. Just do these yellowy greeny bits first, and then hopefully we can work off those. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Probably missing some bits, but do the best I can. Yeah, I guess we do all think alike with putting them in a Ziploc bag. Yeah. Blame Teddy, yeah. Blame Princey Boo. He started it. Maybe he did it. Maybe he put them all over the place when I wasn't looking. Maybe he deliberately said, I'm just going to play with her today. Test how sane her... Test if I can see her make her lose more of her sanity. Okay, so let's move these pieces we've started getting together here. Okay. Okay, now. Woohoo! got another piece. I always love that bit. Okay. Nope, that bit doesn't go there. Not there. And I still wonder if I'm missing pieces. I thought starting with the ones with yellowish bits would be a smart idea because they're brighter. They give me a starting spot to work on to work with the greens back, because I'm pretty certain the yellow from images I've seen is on this side, because then I thought I can work on the darker greens more just on time lapse off camera on that side, and my plan is not working totally to plan, shall we say. But yes. Never had any sanity to start with, me neither. Maybe that's why we take up puzzles, because we just don't have any sanity to say to ourselves, no, this isn't a good idea, I shouldn't do this. Maybe that's why we end up puzzlers, because we just have no sanity to begin with. Could be. I got another piece by fluke. Woohoo! Cool. Wish you were at home doing yours too, Emma. How much longer do you have with the dialysis today? Is it? Do you still have a lot to go yet, or not much, or? Okay, 2 hours, 5 minutes. That's a decent amount of time. I hope it all works out well though, and it helps. I do. I'll probably have to sign off to make a phone call soon to my mum, because I typically call her around 6ish or so each night. But yeah, just meanwhile, making the most of a bit of puzzle as I can. No, that bit does not fit there. Ugh. Why does a puzzle piece never fit where you think it goes? That's one question I have. Someone just trying to mess with our, well, I guess we don't really have much sanity in the beginning, but someone just trying to mess with our minds. There's another piece. Woohoo! Yeah, not much you can do if it keeps you alive. It's good that it does keep you alive, though. It means you get more time to enjoy with friends and family, and yeah, it's a good thing. Okay. Yeah, I hope you get the call for transplant. I wish you luck with that. I do. You're most welcome, Emma. Okay. I thought it would be a bit easier once I got everything sorted, but it's not as easy as I thought. Guess that's what you get, though, for taking these on. Yay, another piece. No, that's not a piece. I think I know where that piece goes, though, now. Know where that piece goes. Woohoo, I just got a streak of a few pieces. Always love when that happens. Nope, that piece does not go there. Piece does go there. Piece goes there. gets a big section connected. Yeah, that's what I find with these gradient puzzles. Once you get them sorted properly, you're able to start getting pieces together fairly easily if you can match the right colours. But I find when it's not sorted properly, it's very much harder. You can do it, Becca. I have faith in you. If it weren't for my husband, I'd have given up. But that's really hard, I think. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you didn't give up, Emma. And yeah, I really do hope you get better. But yeah, I'm finding once I get pieces sorted, which is the very boring, monotonous part that I do not enjoy, then you can start actually, well, for me, I find pieces start falling into place a bit easier just because you've sort of got them, I guess, sorted to where it helps. I guess it is. But yeah, I'll get there, I know. It's just time and patience at times. Got to remind yourself to be patient sometimes. And to keep battling even when things are hard and all you want to do is give up. Because I've had that on many occasions as well, where all I want to do is give up, and yeah, not very fun feeling that way. Except now I think I'm missing some pieces to continue with these greeny bits somewhere. I think I am. I think I am. Here's another piece. I have no idea. I'm guessing 300 plus King James, but I'm not totally sure. Feel free to enlighten me on that if you want to. I'm kind of scared, but be good to know finally. Yeah, it's definitely turning out to be a lot harder than I thought it would be, Emma. I'll be honest and admit that. I did not think this puzzle would be as hard as it has been so far, so yeah. It's definitely one of those ones that I would do again in the future, but at the same time, not one I would jump back into straight away kind of thing, because I need the time to recuperate from it. I do. No, that does not fit there. 605.3k pieces. Oh my gosh. Oh, what? Okay. I think it's going to take me many years to do all those pieces. Okay, I think I've lost my sanity. I think I have. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. Oh my gosh. I don't know what got into my head with that. Some of you want to join me on that puzzle count, feel free. You can all go and get some of those puzzles as well for yourself, or go and add more pieces to your collection so I'm not alone in it. Oh my gosh. I don't think I was in my right frame of mind when I did that. Or when I got those. I don't think I was. Yes, I don't think I'll ever be seeing daylight again. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Lucky they're not blocking the entranceway out of the house. That's all I can say, or else I never would be seeing daylight again. Oh my gosh, I still cannot believe that. That's a shock and a half. Shall we say? Whew. I almost had a heart attack when you told me how many puzzle pieces in total I had. Whew. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yep, I've done around 28 hauls, Emma. And there's still like 16 or 17 puzzles to come in pre-orders yet. And some of those are like 4,000, 5,000, 9,000, 33,600 pieces. Yeah, that puzzle count's going to grow a bit yet. You might have missed a puzzle or two, but that's around how much you got left. Yeah. I think I'm going to have many years worth of content left for this channel. By the time all of this is done, I think I will. I think I'll have plenty to do on this channel for quite a while. Yep, I think I am mad. Finding out that, I think I lost my sanity when I pre-ordered all of those many puzzles. Okay, I know there's people with more puzzles than me though. I've heard of some people that have 750 odd puzzles in their collection. Imagine how many puzzle pieces that would be. So at least I don't quite have 750 or whatever, but it's still plenty, shall we say. Definitely still plenty. Yeah. Biggest haul was 27 with the life puzzle and the 218k. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah. I'm starting to think I've lost my sanity a bit doing this. I think I have, but you know the funny thing is, the puzzles seem to be the most popular thing on my channel. They do. When I started adding the puzzles and stuff in, that was when things actually started going up with my subscriber count and my viewer count, and all of that was once I added the puzzle stuff in, because obviously right now with lockdowns and everything, people are enjoying puzzles and things like that. But yes, so I kind of went through a phase where I went and spent pretty much all of my savings to get puzzle things to do for my channel whilst I could get them before things went out of stock or were discontinued or blah blah blah. And yeah, I did not realize I had quite that many. Yes. At least no one will ever be bored on this channel. Don't feel so bad, Rebecca. I'm probably right there with you between all the ones I've collected before and many years of break and all the ones I've bought recently. Okay, good to know. That makes me feel better, Sandra. Thank you. That makes me feel much better about the whole thing. I'm glad I'm not alone with how many I've got. That is definitely a good thing. Definitely a very good thing. I'm glad that I'm not the only one with a whole heap in my collection. Okay. I have 71k uncompleted, so I have time on my shoulders too. Well, that's good. Nice to know I'm not alone with how many I've collected. But at least I'll never be short for this channel anyway. I'll always have plenty to do on this channel, which makes me happy. Because, yeah, I just love doing this channel and the things on it, so... yeah. Does that piece fit there or not? I think so. Okay. Not 71k uncompleted jigsaws, Emma. 71k pieces of jigsaw puzzles uncompleted. So it's basically what they're doing. They're going and adding up the amount of pieces per puzzle and basically telling you how many puzzle pieces in total you've got to complete between all the puzzles. That's basically what's happening. It is. So like they said, I've got 600 and something K puzzle pieces in my collection to complete. And others have sort of similar amounts or different amounts and stuff based on the amount of pieces they've got between all their puzzles as to what they've got left to complete. Yeah, like 25 puzzles, 71k pieces. So I know, like King James has the 24,000 piece Life. He has the 13,200 piece Clementoni Disney puzzle, that sort of thing. So those amount of pieces are sort of what's added roughly up to make 71k pieces. If I'm getting that right, which I think I am. So I moved and I didn't want to move all the puzzles in their boxes, so I put them in Ziploc bags and I store them in tubs. I cut the pictures off the boxes. Some are mystery puzzles. Yeah, I was going to say, if you didn't put any pictures in there, they're going to be a lot of mystery puzzles, Sandra. You definitely have a lot there. But yes, good to hear that you put the pieces in the pictures with the majority of them, because otherwise it would be a little tough. At least I would think it would be. Okay. I probably have about 8 to 10 tubs, the large tubs. Wow, that's a lot of tubs. So I'll just be 1 minute. I just need to go to the necessities and then I'll be back. I'll be back to continue this. Stop that time lapse. And yeah, I'll be back in 1 minute. In a minute. I will. Just feeding my dog quickly. There you go. My dog's been pestering me for her dinner, so I thought I'd quickly get it for her. I did. Okay. So I'm back. I think progress is taking a little longer than I thought. But yeah, oh yeah, I think you said, was it Sandra, you had more 1,000 to 3,000 pieces with your puzzles, was it? So that's quite a few puzzles in the large tubs, I'll admit. But yeah, good to know that I'm not the only person that has a large collection, shall we say. I'm glad to know that. I am. It's a very good thing. It is. But yeah, I can't do it right now with the length of time that Maxine does her puzzle live streams, but I'm hoping in the future I can do longer live streams, but currently with the way my health is and that, it's just I can't handle really long live streams. But yeah, I hope in the future I can do a lot more like live streams with a bit more length than what I have been doing. But it's just time. I'll get there eventually, I'm sure. But yeah, as it stands right now, I just can't handle really, really long periods of live streaming. But yeah, I really hope in the future I can do a lot more periods with the length of live streams and stuff like that. So all goals for the future to work towards anyway. There it is. Let's just see, is there something here? There's one. Let's get the rest there. I think we have started a bit down the darker end of the puzzle though, because this is starting to go into the olive areas here, which is more down towards the darks. So I think the way it goes is actually that way. Think it is? You've come pretty far along since I subbed to your channel. Oh, thank you, Sandra. I do the best I can, even though I've got all the health stuff happening and all of that, which makes it hard to do things. I just keep trying and keep plodding along and keep working on it, because it's like, well, it's just what you got to do if you want to go somewhere with something in your life. And honestly, doing my YouTube stuff and my channel is kind of my dream career, and since I can't hold down a general job and stuff due to my injuries and disabilities and stuff, I kind of started YouTube. But I started YouTube for the love of it and to help people, and that's still why I do it to this day. But yeah, I really hope that I can go far with it with time, and as I recover and as I get a lot better, because I've had quite a few years where I haven't been able to do a lot because I haven't been well enough and all of that. That I'm hoping as I get better and better that I'll be able to then go and do more and more stuff with the channel and with my different hobbies and all of that, and it'll be good, because yeah, I look forward to being able to share all these things and help bring others joy and help others out when they're having a hard time or need someone to talk to or converse with, or just someone to do a puzzle with, or yeah, I love helping others as much as I can, kind of thing. Oh, thank you, Sandra. I'm a nurse. I see your progress. Oh, thank you, Sandra. I appreciate it a lot. I really do. It's really nice that others are starting to see the progress I've made and tell me about it, because sometimes as the person who's working hard to try and achieve those things, it's actually hard to see it in yourself or see that progress, just because of the fact it's like, well, I guess it's what you've been doing all the time and trying all the time, and sometimes it just is really hard just to see that progress and achievement in yourself and what you're doing. And sometimes it takes others telling you, yes, you are making progress and stuff, to actually see that, oh, maybe I am getting better, maybe I am making progress, all of that sort of stuff. At least that's my experience anyway, because sometimes it's hard to admit to yourself that you're making progress when you keep feeling disappointed because it's yet another injury, yet it's this, yet it's that. I completely understand. Thank you, Emma. Yeah, I'm sure you do understand with your stuff too. You probably feel the same way some days, where it's like, am I making progress? Am I not making progress? I don't feel like I am. I feel crap. I feel not good. Yeah, sometimes it's just really hard to believe in yourself, even though you know you need to and you know you're making progress, but it's just really hard sometimes to achieve and do that. It is. Starting to get a section together, which is nice. I am. It's kind of exciting seeing a section coming together. It is. Hello, Nils. What you doing, darling girl? My puppy girl's talking to me a bit in the background. She is. Okay. Okay. Don't think those yellows are part of it. Some of those yellows I don't think are. You're doing so well. A big hug from me, Rebecca. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. You're doing great. What kind of puppy is she? Sandra? I love animals. Well, my dog is actually a Labrador cross Staffy, so she shows a lot more of the Labrador, but she does have traits of the Staffy in her, so like, say she'll snort when she talks to me, so sometimes the first time she did it, I was surprised because it sounded almost like there was a pig in the house or something, and it's like, what is that? And it was her talking to me. And it's like, oh, I didn't know that the Staffies do that. So she looks a lot like a Labrador, but she's got Staffy traits, Lab traits. She's very food obsessed, shall we say. So she's definitely got that from the Labrador Staffy sort of side of things with the food obsession. And yeah, she's just gorgeous girl all around, and she's helped me get through a lot of stuff with times when I've been really struggling. So I feel very lucky to have her in my life, kind of thing. And she's over 8.5 years old now, so she's getting on. So I'm hoping I've got a lot more time with her. I admit I am. Of course, she's definitely sort of getting up there in years, but if I hadn't have had her, I would have found these last however many years a lot more difficult than I have otherwise. So I'm very lucky to have had her here with me to help me and support me and bring me through a lot of things. One of mine is Whippet Cross Staffy. She talks a lot. Laugh out loud. Yeah, they do talk a lot. Like sometimes mine sounds like she's saying, I love you, and stuff like that when I say I love you to her. So, yeah. And too cute. What a great companion. Yeah, she is a great companion. And yeah, dogs are great company, Emma. I don't know what I would do without her in my life, kind of thing. So I feel very blessed and lucky to have her in my life. I do. What's her name? Her name is Lily. So Lilly is what I named her. Because I just love the name Lily. It just, in my opinion, it fit with her. So, yeah, I called her Lily. Mine are Tilly and Poppy. My mum's got a dog called Poppy, and Tilly kind of rhymes with Lily. Good luck on all the puzzles. Thank you, King James. It's getting late here. I think I'm going to bed. See you next time. Yep, I'll see you next time, King James. I'm glad you stopped in and it was good to catch up with you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh, excuse me. I have two cane Corsos, Zeus and Rocky. I haven't heard of that breed, but nice. Zeus, I know, is a Greek name. Rocky, what's Rocky named after? Can I ask? I'm curious. Curious. Oh, Italian Mastiffs. Rocky after Rocky Balboa at Rocky movies. My brother named him. Nice! Yeah. Dogs are always amazing companions and friends. I feel very lucky to have my dog. Because I'm sure all other dog owners would also probably feel the same way about their dogs. I'm sure they would. I think I'm getting some progress here. At least with these greens. After spending so much time sorting, it's nice to be making a bit of progress on getting the colours together. It's definitely a lot easier when you spend the time sorting it properly though, but still not necessarily the most enjoyable time spending all that time sorting either. But it definitely makes it easier. At least in my opinion. It does. Okay, there's that. I think I've got a I'm probably going to speak too soon and ruin it, but I got a bit of a roll going with getting some pieces in. Usually when I say that, I ruin it. Whoops, just bumped the computer, didn't I? That happens to me when I get a roll going. Yeah. It seems to be the usual thing, and then you get really frustrated because then you go back to a roll that's basically like all you're doing is getting one piece every now and then, and it's like, grrr! I was just doing well and now it's ruined it. That's how it feels anyway. There it is. It's the most annoying feeling in the world though when it happens. Do you have any Cloudberry puzzles? No, I don't actually have any Cloudberry puzzles in my pile. I probably should, but I haven't actually gotten any of those yet. I have no idea why. I just, yeah, haven't added them to my pile yet. Probably should sometime, but right now, no, I don't have any Cloudberry, but they look good from everything that I've seen online with people doing them. They look like a really good quality puzzle. I just, yeah, don't know why I haven't added any of them into my collection, but yeah, I don't have any. Unfortunately. Okay. I just recently got the symmetry one. I'll have to look that up. I think I've seen that one before, but I don't have it. But I think I'll have to look it up and just check out what it actually looks like. I will. And I just have to make a quick phone call and then I'll be back. I just have to quickly ring my mum to let her know that I'm okay and that sort of thing, just because she likes to know because of the way my health's been and that. So I'm just going to make a quick phone call and then I will be back. I will. My mum just likes to know all's okay and that I'm doing well and that I'm not hurt or anything like that. So I'll just, yeah, be 1 minute, be a couple of minutes, and then I'll be back. But yes, she's amazing, Emma. I'm lucky to have her. She does a lot to help me out still. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I will, but I'm making some progress, I think, on the greens. But yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, she is. She does sound a lot like your husband. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just live streaming currently. I just wanted to let you know that I'm okay, so that you didn't worry, and that I'll call you back in a little bit once I'm done. I'll have to tell you too about what she said too. She reckons that I need to watch my weight, just have 6 small meals a day, like a bread plate a day, because otherwise it's going to affect my joints. If I put on too much weight, she reckons a few periods are going to affect my joints. If I have too much weight on them, it's going to make my ankles and stuff bad. It was to do with the care plan. They did late and all that stuff. Apparently I was 68 kilos today. Yeah, which reckons getting that, I didn't think that was too bad. But everything was stomach stuff to eat small meals a day. But it was hard today, so I'm going to start it tomorrow. 6 small meals a day, but it's only a bread plate size each time. I can't remember everything that happened, but it was more just updating everything with information I already had from the Federalist people, and that was basically what it was. Yeah, except I'm able to go back if I need to find 3 things or something like my diet or something later, I can go back and get it. Yeah, I'll ring you back in a little bit once it's done. Oh, baby, good girl. I'm back. I'm gonna ring it back after once we finish the live stream. But yeah, I saw a bigger selection on Etsy of the cloudberry. I wasn't seeing many either. They don't do the sort I like. I've got to really like it. Okay, I understand. Yeah. Yeah. I think some of the cloudberries I'm interested in, but I've noticed too a lot of the cloudberries are like gradient puzzles and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's got to be. For me, I find I'll buy things if I like it, but I guess also doing the YouTube stuff and that, I try and get some other stuff as just a mix of stuff so that I've got a mix of things to use on the channel and mix things to do based on how I feel and my mood and everything like that. And there goes the thing, I have to change the battery now on the time-lapse thing. So, it's just died. But yeah, I got onto my mum and I said I'll call her back after because I'm currently live streaming. So, yeah. But I'm back now anyway. Just got to change this battery so that I can start the time lapse again, and yeah. Hello, boo-boos. What you doing, Lils? Don't ditch me, boo-boo. I'm not letting Lils outside at the moment whilst I'm live streaming because otherwise she tends to like to go miss Barkles at the neighbours, so she doesn't like them much, and they've got not that nicer dogs there either, so not that nice dog because he barks and lunges at kids and that. I see them as they walk past the school, kids and stuff like that. My mum's called Sandra. Oh, nice, Emma. My mum's called Diane. So, yeah. I feel we're lucky to have our mums still helping and supporting us when we really need them. No matter what, as my mum said, we're always still her kids and that. Even when we are grown up, we're still basically their kids. We are. Guess we always will be. Just an add email. Okay, let's get this turned on again. Wi-Fi. Now, is it actually going to show up? Or did it just turn the GoPro off? What did you just do, GoPro? I think it just turned the Wi-Fi off, would you believe? Oh no, that's turning it off. Okay, now I think it's on. Technology sometimes. I don't see mine much. Mine is Tina. Are you close to yours, Sandra? Yeah, I like to think I'm fairly close to my mum. But yeah. So I'm just curious, does anyone else here watch Disney Plus or Netflix at all? I'm just curious if you got any good recommendations of other things to watch on those things. Like, there's so much on there. I'm just curious what people would recommend watching on there. I am. I'm curious. Yes, we don't get together much because of work and stuff, but we talk a lot. My husband is my world. That's nice that you've got someone that supports you like that, Emma. What sorts of things do you like? Well, I like fantasy, I like Disney, I like some like National Geographic, like documentaries. I like many things, but I'm also open to trying new things and seeing if I like them, because sometimes you don't know what you like till you actually try it as well. So yeah, I like to try some new things as well as, I guess, watch things that I enjoy, like fantasy shows and all of that sort of stuff. I do. But yeah, I was just curious if anyone had anything in particular that they really liked that they'd recommend trying on the channels. Some of my co-workers recommended a movie called Ice Road on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet, but I plan to. That one sounds interesting because I like natural disaster movies. So I might have to check that one out. My mum reckons, why do you like watching disaster movies when there's already so much disaster in the world? It's like, I don't know, I just like them. But she's right, there already is so much disaster in the world with pandemics and floods and everything. But yeah, for some reason I just like watching natural disaster movies. I do. Okay. Have you ever seen Rocky Horror? No, I haven't seen Rocky Horror, I don't think, so might have to check it out. See what it's like. Yeah, I've seen Jaws. Schindler's List, I don't think I've seen, but I have seen. I know on DVD I've got all 5 of the Jaws movies. Yes, I know, bad of me, but what you gonna do? Although I still think the very first Jaws was probably the best out of all the Jaws movies, even though I enjoyed the others. But that's just my opinion. I always find the first movies probably slightly better than the seconds or thirds or that sort of thing. It's very rare that you come across one for the seconds or thirds that's as good as the first, in my opinion. If you do come across one that's as good, it's very, very lucky, in my opinion. Love everything Stephen King too. I haven't tried Stephen King that much. I've got the books and stuff, but I'm kind of, shall we say, a little chicken about trying it because sometimes I get scared easily. But it's something I want to try in the future. But I think when I try it, I'm going to try it at daytime when it's daylight. So it's not quite so freaky, shall we say. So I don't end up quite so scared. Because I'm a bit of a chicken with scary movies sometimes. I honestly am. So I'm probably going to try Stephen King and stuff during the day. I am. Same with books and that. I've got some Stephen King books to read, but yeah. I've just been kind of hesitating with going ahead and trying them because, yeah, I get scared easily. But it is something that I want to try eventually. I do have some Dean Koontz books that I really want to read, but I haven't yet. But they are. I do have some there in my book piles. Not many, but I do have some because I really like the sound of Dean Koontz. He sounded really good. What I read of his books in the past. So yeah. Which some of you will probably notice books and stuff are also on my channel because that's things that I'm sort of working on also with this channel because I enjoy reading and stuff too, but it's part of the reason I need to get this better so that I can get back to a lot more of those things. I have all King's books. You sound like my friend who has all of Stephen King's books, and I'm actually considering eventually starting a reading blog of Stephen King's books and seeing how I go with it. Not sure how I'll go with it, but I'm curious to try, shall we say, with the reading vlogs and seeing, showing if I get a bit scared or all of that sort of stuff. So definitely another thing that I'm considering doing with this channel. I don't own all these books, but I do own a few. But yeah, it's definitely something that I've been considering doing, like a Stephen King reading vlog and stuff like that, and once I get through some of the review books. Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'll try Dean Koontz as well. But I know Stephen King can get quite spooky. Like, I started reading it and got like 55 pages into it, and it's like, okay, I might keep trying this. I might try this again a little later when I feel a little more up to it, kind of thing, because like when you're not feeling well and stuff, I find spooky books seem to get to me more than when I'm not feeling, than when I'm, I don't know how to explain it. I think they get to me more when I'm sort of not feeling quite so well. As when I'm feeling well, I think I can sort of handle the spooky stuff better than when I'm not well. Because I find when I'm not well, I just don't seem to handle the spooky stuff like I do when I am well. That's just what I've noticed anyway. That my body just seems to handle the books better when I feel better myself. When it comes to spooky or stuff like that. Oh, nice, Emma. You've only got 57 minutes left. That must be exciting. It's almost over for the day. That's awesome. Okay. Methinks these ones are trying to trick me now. King has a tendency to go all over the place with his writing, but the story usually comes together in the end. I don't really read much. Yay, Emma. Yeah, I'm guessing that's to do with the 57 minutes left. Yeah, some people, I used to read a lot more. It's been held back more since I've had my hand and wrist issues because I find it really hard holding a book and things. Like, I try to read and do all of that stuff, but it's just really hard with hand and wrist issues to have the ability to sit there and read currently at the minute. And I do reviews for like publishing house for at least HarperCollins Australia here in Australia. I do review for them and stuff, but at the same time, it's like these last couple of years with my hand and wrist issues, it's been really hard to sort of be able to put as much time as I want to in towards the review books, just because of the way my health and everything's been. So I'm really looking forward to getting back to that stuff with time. I am. And back to my art eventually and all of that sort of stuff, but I know it's just going to be time and patience to get there, even though sometimes I don't feel very patient at all with regards to it all. I don't. I know I have times where I'm not very patient at all with regards to being patient and everything. Koontz is more straightforward. Oh, okay, so you're saying Stephen King tends to jump all over the place with his stories, but Dean Koontz is more sort of straight to the point, stick with the story, if I'm catching what you're saying correctly. I'm assuming that's what you're meaning anyway. Yeah. Was Carrie Stephen King? Yeah, I think it was, but I haven't actually seen the movie or read the book yet, but one day I'll get my guts up and do it, and yeah, I kind of want to vlog the experience. Just to see how I sort of go with it all, how I enjoyed it, blah, 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 blah. At least that's my aim with it all anyway, but there's only so many hours in a day to do what you want to do, so yeah, I just keep trying to do my best on a day-by-day basis. I do. Sorry, Princey Bear, you're going to have to move for a minute. I don't know which bits I'm missing, but I am missing some bits with these yellowy colours. So, question is, where are they and which are they? Where are they and which are they? I don't know which, but I guess we'll just do what bits we can. No, Lils. You're back again, huh, Lils? Hi, Papa girl. Hi, Boo-boos. What you doing? I think I pulled out some yellow bits. Going by what I'm doing here. Okay. That piece. Got a little bit together. It's taking a while, but got a little bit there. What you doing, Lils? Huh? I think you're doing really well with it. Oh, thank you, Emma. I'm doing the best I can. Certainly a challenge, though. I think I'm going to have to... I'm not sure if I'm going to need to do some more sorting, or I think I'm going to need to try and work around puzzle pieces off camera again, though. Just to try and get things in a bit more working order. I think I am. Because I'm sort of not sure which pieces go where right this minute. Not working these out. Well, Rebecca, it's been a joy to share some time with you, but I've got to get some sleep. Have to work a little later. Good night, Rebecca, Emma, and Vanessa. Good night, Sandra. It's good to see you too. I'm probably going to sign off in a bit shortly anyway myself and head to sleep because it's only 6:40 p.m. but I've been going to bed early-ish lately just because it seems to be what's best for me at the minute. But yeah, I hope you have a good night and good sleep. It's probably getting really late there being in America since it was 1 p.m. when you signed on, and at least a couple of nearly 3 hours has gone since then. So yeah, I'm pretty certain it's probably pretty late there for you. So really hope you have a good night's sleep and you get some good rest. I do. Yeah. Wow, 4 a.m. I thought it might be. Good night. Have a good sleep. A good rest. You deserve it. I can puzzle all day. Do you have a channel, Vanessa? Oh, 10:41 a.m. Vanessa. Where do you live again, Vanessa? Can I remember? And yeah, do you get an achy back? I do. Sometimes I get an achy back, but I find having a puzzle table for me seems to help with limiting the achy back, shall I say. But the reason why I have a puzzle table too is because with my disabilities and with my feet and ankle issues and stuff, I just physically can't puzzle on the floor or anything. So yeah, sometimes I do get an achy back. Like right now, I've got a bit of an achy back because I've been sitting for so long focusing on this, which is why I'm thinking probably in a little while I'm probably going to log off and get ready for bed and ring my mum back and all of that sort of stuff, just because I do tend to get achy after a certain period of time with the way my joints are and that. But if I'm really into the puzzle and really enjoying it, sometimes I don't notice that till after I finish for the day, kind of thing. So it seems to very much vary depending on how I'm feeling and if I'm really into it, or all of that sort of stuff as to how long I can go of a day. And it also depends also on how well I'm feeling or not. So yeah, many factors in it. Oh yeah, Belgium. That's nice. I forgot that for a minute. Sorry, and my brain hasn't been taking everything in lately. So, yeah. But yeah, it's nice. It's amazing how different people around the world come together through the YouTube channels and live streams and all of that sort of stuff. I haven't actually noticed, I'll be honest though, I haven't actually noticed many people other than like myself or Maxine, from Maxine Puzzle Queen, as some of you came from, actually doing the live streams with the puzzles though. A lot of people, at least this is my opinion, a lot of people don't seem to do puzzle live streams or whatever, or stuff with the puzzles on live stream. So if you've noticed anything different, please tell me, but that's just my opinion from what I've noticed, is that I don't seem to see a lot of people doing live streams with jigsaw puzzle related things. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just what I've noticed, that me and Maxine Puzzle Queen just seem to be the two main people that do puzzle live streams on YouTube currently. There might be other people, but I just haven't found them. So, but yeah, but I guess at the same time, not necessarily everyone, like, people are more interested in sitting there watching a computer game or something than sitting there watching a jigsaw puzzle slowly coming together. They probably are. Well, at least I'm not alone with that observation. At least I know now that there's not that many people out there doing it. But yeah, like, even though puzzles seem to have become a lot more popular with COVID and lockdowns and everything like that, there's still only so many people doing certain things, like as I said, like live streams or those sorts of things. I think even though it has become more popular since lockdowns, it's just other interests and things that were on board before then still have the priorities, kind of thing. And I could be wrong, but that's just sort of what I've noticed anyway, from looking out for things and seeing what the sort of interest areas are, or what people are interested in, and all of that sort of stuff. So I watch a live cooking show. Yeah, nice. Live cooking shows would be interesting too. But the problem for me is with a lot of the live cooking shows, because I've got so many dietary allergies and stuff, a lot of them don't actually work out for me with my dietary stuff, unfortunately, which is kind of disappointing because there's so much stuff that I would love to have or try, but I just can't eat it, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do some more sorting with pieces now. I think those are yellows. Let's just see. No, I don't want to collect more yellows right this minute. Yeah, I just enjoy watching. He's cute as the shit. Nice. Glad you enjoy it. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to finish up here soon because it says that my iPad battery's about dead, so yeah, I think I'm probably going to, because I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm getting tired and I'm not seeing things and I need to do more sorting with the colours because now I've got them all mixed, so I need to do that, but I think I'm going to finish it here. I really hope everyone's day goes well and that, and yeah, I'm just going to go and get ready for bed here and stuff like that, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this as well. No, it's not one final piece. Okay. Bummer. Oh, yeah. No, doesn't work there. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm going to finish it here anyway, and end it here. I'll be back for more live streams, hopefully tomorrow or stuff like that. I am working on like the puzzle vlog part 2 tutorial of like our greens and all of that, and yeah, I'm also working on just another general vlog with the reading and everything else. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and yeah, you have a rest. Thank you for the live. You're welcome, Emma. I enjoy doing them, so I'm hoping that as I recover more and more, I'll hopefully be able to do more and more of them. So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, and yeah, I will see you later. Bye.